Okay, so now we're working from within a class. How can we make it even easier to work with and manage our attributes? Well, we can actually take it a step further and we can create a data class for each function and the attributes therein. So we're going to make another new file. We're going to name this models.py. And in this models.py file, we're going to create a class for our second function, getStockData. And we're going to call this class stockData. We're going to initialize this class, and we're going to pass in self and response. And then what we can do, we can click back over to our Get Data tab, and all of this data that we've parsed out right here, we can actually take this, copy it all, remove it from our Get Data file, and paste it into our stock data class. Now, from here, all we have to do is add self in front of all of these attributes, just like this. Now what we can do is we go back over to our Get Data file, and at the top, we're going to do this. From models, import stock data. And now instead of defining data like we have here, what we can do is we can say response equals stock data, or I'm sorry, data equals stock data response. Now, when I want to work with these data attributes, this is how easily it can be done. So whenever I type the word data now, and I put a dot, now look, you can see all of those attributes that we've defined in our class right here. So it makes it super, super easy. So now when I want to define this data class or this data dictionary to return the values, data dictionary equals, we can do close data dot close, open data dot open, high data dot high, low data dot low, 50 high data dot 50 high, 50 low data dot 50 low. So as you can see, it makes it much easier to work with all of these different attributes because you're able to access them now with dot notation, which makes life a lot easier. Market value, what else do we have in here? We got the name, so name, data dot name, and then anything else that we miss here? Yeah, turnover rate, turnover, data dot turnover, and then volume, data dot volume. Now, instead of returning data, we simply return data dictionary. So now when we go back over to our main file and we run this, there you have it. Same output, however, it's a little bit easier to work with now because we have dot notation. Now, check this out. See how we've defined all these like we have here? Well, now what we can do is we can do stock data dot, print stock data. Let's run this. We should get the same thing. Perfect. So, why can't we access the attributes here with dot notation, but we can here with dot notation? It's because we're returning the data dictionary and not the data. So if I go ahead and I return the data, and I go back over here to our main file, and I put that dot, now we can see those attributes. So you can see now from the main file, if I wanted to easily remember what those attributes were, I don't need to go back and forth, or if I forget what I named a variable, I don't have to go back and remember. I can simply just put dot, and they're all nicely stored for me right here. So Now we can just simply, very simply, do this. Print fstring ticker data, print a blank print statement. Now we can just simply define the variables we want. Close is stock data dot close. Put an fstring in front. And we can literally do the same thing for any variable we want that we have stored. So we have the close, we have the open, we have the high, we have the low, we have the 50 high, we have the 50 low. And then just make sure to change these to the appropriate variables. So change that to open, change that to high, change that to low, change this to 50 high, change this to 50 low. We can also do the volume, stock data.volume. We can also do the market value, stock data.market value. We can also do the turnover, stock data.turnover. And then we can also do the name, of course. We have the ticker. Let's do the name underneath the ticker. Stock data.name. Now let's go ahead and print these, and we should get all this data returned for all of our different symbols up top that we have defined. And there you have it, a nice output for each of those tickers.